Hello everyone, welcome back to Broken Sword Shadows of the Templar, the Director's Cut. I am Eric, and you guys have to excuse me because I have a cold and I got a fever, so this will probably not be the most fun recording ever, but I just wanted to get some recording done today. So let's just get down to business.
I was beginning to hate the phone. All it brought me was bad news.
Yeah, it sure is. I just wanted to have a look at that because I played a little bit earlier and it plays some music. I didn't want that in this.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
That's kind of a sweet memory. Let's have a look at this footlocker. Or chest, or whatever it's considered to be. Squeaky too. Let's see now, some books, and then this giant elephant thing.
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
Ah, okay. See if we can do anything with this.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key.
So, can we open it?
The box was one of the few... The elephant on the lid was...
Yeah.
The box was one of the few... The elephant on the...
Okay, I can't do anything with it right now. I guess we'll get back to that later. Oh well. Okay, close it down. Let's get some work done. Oh, look at that nice little place area with a dress store and everything next to it, and a flower lady.
It was my neighbor, the so-called psychic.
Oh, let's have a word with her. If she's psychic.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
They sure are. I love the animation of how the lady is really leaning over to talk with you. Looks like her body is kind of missing the legs entirely. She's a bit slanted, isn't she? Nico, you have reasons to be paranoid.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, there we go. That was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, all this stuff. Yeah, notebook. Okay, this is Café Chandelver, Grandchamp, Rougerie. Okay, that's where she lives. That's where the guy was killed. I guess we're going to the cafe. Okay, the worker guy has gone. There's a telephone, good to know. In the pre-mobile phone era. What's this? The police are done.
The workman looked about as eager and helpful as your average road digger.
Are they related, maybe?
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
I recognize the voice of this guy. I don't know why. But you see, there's a similarity here. Maybe they are related.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
Okay,
He
they
just
know each
won
other.
a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say.
I was
He's
right!
changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Ha! The guy was actually his brother! Ha! Who would have thunk it? Ah, let's ask about Moo.
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
Alright, well, screw
revoir.
you. I want to go inside. Now. And he's probably not going to let me. Nope.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I wanted to see the crime scene for myself.
It's too dangerous. I am under strict instructions to stop gossip mongers and vandals from getting in.
What if I told you I was from the insurance company?
I'd ask for your ID.
Oh.
Well, he's a bore.
Hello?
Let's trick him.
Yes?
So, what do we got in our inventory? Well, let's talk about
You're
him.
doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly?
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Okay, that was too easy. Seriously.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Well, there's only one thing we can do here. The cracked mirror that George was looking at. Which he actually tore down. Oh, look at that.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Well, can we go and get it? Maybe?
Behind the table were some damaged pipes.
There it is.
Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Well, there you go. The police are useless as always in these kind of games.
On the pouch was the cross. Inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh boy.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Well, seems like we have another...
coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll do again like I did with the other puzzle. I'll just try to finish this up and I'll get back to you guys when I'm basically done with the puzzle. One moment. Okay. I'm basically done with the entire puzzle. We just have one letter left. And here we go.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Carchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Yeah, it seems like it, Nico. And we have this thing with looks like Lady Justice, so I think I know where we need to go now.
Hey,
Whoops.
what about my photos?
Heh.
Of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Hello. They should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well,
Oh, shut
this
up.
woman had fooled him easily enough.
Exactly.
And found the evidence the police had missed.
Yeah, you see. Screw you, guy.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Yes. Here we go, and we're back where we were in the beginning. So oh, nice, we don't have to redo all the bloody puzzles. Spoke too soon. Yep, I sure did speak too soon. What's in my inventory? The fossil well. Alright, I have everything here, so it should work. Should work just fine. So let's go and lift across, you know the drill. There we go. And we have this thing in there. Right, and was this the cylinder hole?
A round slot precisely carved in.
Yes, then it must be this thing. It was a while ago since I played this, so have patience with me probably being a little bit senile. Yes, we had this thing. I mean, there was a safe here. As I remember, we couldn't open it last time, but I believe we can
A door
now.
like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
Yes, but now we do have it. There we go. Aha!
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Seems like several people use this place. And there's a red folder. What's
The
this?
folders were empty. Someone had removed anything that they thought could be incriminating.
Yeah, but there's some stuff left.
A photograph had been torn up.
Ooh. Well, I guess another puzzle then.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Here, boy. A photograph has been torn into many fragments, which must be arranged in the correct position. To move a fragment, move the mouse pointer over it. When the pointer turns into a hand icon, click and press the mouse button to drag the fragment to the appropriate position. The fragment must be arranged so that the whole of the photograph fits within the available space. Well, we have a corner here. That's one. Nope. Well, this thing maybe? Yes, that fit together. And then this should be fit together. How about this? Will this fit maybe? Yeah, it did. I'm surprised by myself. I actually do stuff. That thing. And there we have that thing. No. Is this? Yeah, that fits there. And I guess some palms. And someone's face is here. There we go. I guess that. Well, not the best fit ever, but who cares? That. And what the hell is that thing? I guess this thing goes there. That thing goes. There we go. Ah, that's the face. The face, the face, the face. So I guess this.
Oh my god. It can't be.
Already? Yeah, it's your father, I guess.
There was no doubt about it. It was
go.
a picture of my father. Papa, oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
So your father was a fascist. Nice. Nice to know. Lots of fun. Ah, here we go. We're back with George. So let's talk
The
to this
woman was
lady.
doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting.
No, it can't. She's just moving them about. Nothing's happening. It's more like she's trying to... I don't know what the hell she's trying to do.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious.
Is that a clown?
If it only takes a
No,
minute,
it's not.
that's not much of a future to look forward to.
It's a hobo. Is that onions? What the hell? Oh. Well, we're here for a reason.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Sounds like a normal landlord then.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Well, thank you for believing
I
that.
thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Oh, we're getting some serious dirt here.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Was it Plantard, maybe?
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Well, thank you very much, madame.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white
Oh,
ones.
George.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people
George,
associate
you should
them
know that.
with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Okay, let's just see what fortune she can tell
I've
us.
changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise.
She's
Can you
right,
tell me
George.
anything I don't already know?
She's right, George.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
I have no answer to that one. No comment
Can
at
you
all.
really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Well, you are selling flowers for a living, so, well, I shouldn't be too harsh on you.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Creepy. Well, let's go and talk to Nico.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Well, this starts out nice. Let's see now. What can we talk about?
A beer? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop the story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in
It
3
is.
different countries are kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Yeah, it sure does. And yes, it is a conspiracy. You've already confirmed that, Nico. But this is the problem. I mean, the original game you only played as George, and now we have, in this new version, you have both Nico and George at the same time. So of course it will be a little bit out of sync sometimes with the dialogue. So well, doesn't really matter. Now we'll just sit back and probably listen to a whole lot of exposition.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Ooh, okay.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh,
that's sad.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure if she did or not. She's a bit odd in that way.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
What?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
Yeah, it sounds like it. This is some scary stuff, George. Really.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Nice. We got a clue. Well, I bet a clue.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Oh, it will be useful. I promise.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The
Ah,
same material as I found in the sewer.
That's
right.
him.
This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Interesting. So sorry about that, I got a bit distracted. So we have a photo of Khan.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Oh, George, you're flattering yourself a little bit too much there. But we have some clues. We know where the nose comes from, and we have a picture of the killer. Perfect.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
So off we go. Let's see now. Must be La Risée du Monde. And we have the police station. So I would say let's go to the costumes shop then. Here we are. This is kind of freaky. Scary looking place. What's this? Gramophone? That's
It was an
seriously
antique
old.
phonograph, the
Ooh,
kind you
phonograph
have to
even.
wind by hand.
No thanks, let's not play on that.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
Very apt description. Well, we're going to have to talk to this guy, and you're looking at the Harlequin instead. Great. In any case, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.